Today I will mainly be focusing on Konstantin watches, how Konstantin Joker watch is mainly designed, and let's explore their design to understand the depth and better understanding of watch, how watch are designed, how watch are conceptualized in terms of design. So let's explore that with me and understanding the intricate detail of the watch with its feature. So it's basically automatic mechanical watches. A sketch is very important, like which perspective you are designing or which perspective you are visualizing it, but try to be in a perspective where you find the detail the most, where you could detail out any kind of concept in much more better way. So while you are designing something, it's important to having a right observation of angle where you could find your design. And this is just my second video where I'm explaining about design. I have done already multiple videos. I made multiple shots where I'm just sketching, and but I'm not speaking with it, and currently I'm just designing. While designing, I'm just trying to relate my thought with it, and it's very important, like how could I just not fall to the concept directly. I have a little bit imagination with it where I'm just trying to relate my thoughts and trying to relate what is the real reason of designing it, what is the concept behind it, what is the thought process which has been done, since it's a video where you could understand how professional sketching is done regarding watches. I'm just clearing it out through my ideas, through my concept of watch understanding. So like now you could understand the design. Maybe look like a very rough and tough sketch, but yeah, everything like nobody can draw something very perfect at just first stage. I'm just defining the rough line, and then I will be detailing it out where you could understand it much more better way, like how the feature are going together and working as a part of design. Let's detail it out. So as you could see, almost it has been done, like basic figure is almost done, how the form is going to be look like. So I'm just drawing a roughly thoughts how the like how all parts is going to be visible, like dial and straps together, and then I'm just detailing. I'm just started detailing out. So I just start with dial so that I could have a right understanding of proportion, so that I could follow dial with my case or dial with my strap. Everything it looks relatable and pointed with its function, because for me the most toughest job at here is not only designing, it's all about the whole process, like how they have make such type of mechanism which could replicate its feature based on the job which has been given. And that is one of the toughest thing in my perspective, to get such type of feature on dial, where your mechanism is basically forming the function of the watch, which is not usual, because you are translating a character on watches not only by artistic approach, also by feature, I would say, also by function, feature and function, and in both cases you have just designed it so accurately that people gonna be easily love the concept, as they have used two crown and just completing the details of another crown, which may be gonna be lie at here, and not every parts you gonna see. There is some little bit detailed in this perspective you're gonna see of this watch. And yeah, that's why I'm just trying to detail it out so that it's good easy to understand how the feature will go at here. And now just we will going to be jump on dial, as I was thoughting ki make dial detailed first, but I just found ki no, better I just go with first with cases and a strap, so that I could get a little bit rhythm more characterized way, and having set up a speed to complete the design. Maybe currently when I'm making videos I'm not wearing watches because there are some reasons, because when you do a sketching you need your hand to be very much free, and I'm a lefty guy, I wear watches on left hand, that's why I'm not wearing currently, but next time I will be wearing on right hand. Why not? I could be wear, there is no any law who gonna define in which hand you gonna need to wear watches. You can wear on left hand, you can wear where you want it, so it's depend upon you. So next time I will be wearing any kind of watch which I really been liking, and that's just detailing it out with, as you can see the detailing is in the process. But yeah, it's little bit complicated job, I would say, when you are conceptualizing in real life how watch is going to be look, because when you are making by yourself maybe you have to think your limitations, because brand doesn't have very strong limitations where they can think such kind of thought that someone any kind of thought behind the mechanism, because they have a whole team who gonna design mechanism for them. But if you are designing for yourself, you have to be stick to some limitations that you cannot explore on I would say movement, because movement is one of the complicated thing in the watches, and they are basically engineered design, I would say. First it's articulated and then basically engineered in such a way that it could mimic the art behind it. So it's important to know your limitations while designing watches, and then come up with an idea which you gonna be making it possible, and maybe not making it possible, then that is maybe take it as a concept, and you have a good concept regarding it. It's important, it's very very important how you visualizing your concept in such a way that it mimic the life behind it, and having a impactful understanding about art and depth behind it, designing it. So it's very very important to taking the right decision while designing anything. So now you could imagine the watches, how this was going to look like, as you in this perspective, the details which I have drawn. Maybe I had used lot many lines which making it little bit hard to understand, but in next upcoming videos you're gonna see the design much more organized and less line to depict the concept and visualizing the concept behind it. But yeah, things will explode when practicing, in the part of a practicing, I would say. So as I'm just trying to making things looks prettier. Maybe it's not coming out very well, but in upcoming design you will see that kind of detail definitely, where I've used very less amount of lines and still having the right detail, as this is drawn directly by pen, making things a little bit harder to understand. But for understanding, it's pretty much understandable in my perspective, I would say. I will not gonna say like it's well presented, but if you are doing imagination, you could easily try such kind of way to having your thoughts in right understanding, because things are not just being incorporated in such a way that it's make a strong sense to user until and unless you define it in such a way that it could easily be you could easily see how it's going to be look like. Sometimes I thought it's more of a lady joker instead of a joker. Yeah, maybe the color is deciding it, but I don't know. But yeah, let's enjoy the design. Just forget about such type of thought. But yeah, let's enjoy the concept behind it rather than having such type of thought. It's a lady or a gents one, because that doesn't even matter. Matter is how you well presented it or visualize it. Now I would say it's almost been done from my side. In this perspective, we will go with little bit more detailed of it, where we are going to be imagining the bottom view of the watch.